welcome to another Cover Lovers on a beautiful Monday night. Well, it's really sunny out here still. Damn, time change. Um, so Cover Lovers, Monday night. Some interesting covers this week. Hopefully you like them or hate them. It's your choice. It's your prerogative, right? Buy what you like. But it's a light week, actually. So it's interesting. Dio's ready to talk. Let's go, Dio.
He said, I'm doing good.
Hi, Mike. How's it going?
They heard you. He doesn't like the way his hair looks, so he's upset. He doesn't want to be on screen.
We got the other little one with you today.
Yeah, this one's Max. Hello.
Yeah. Was that? Is he redhead?
He's got some red in there. It looks redder on the screen than it really is in real life, but yeah.
Okay, that's reddish. All right. Great. Jeff, how's it going?
Yo, what's going on? It's Jeff the Geek Driven. Here for another Monday Cover Lovers. This should be more exciting than earlier in the day, so
I know, dude. This like bright daylight outside right now. It's crazy. So
it felt weird because I'm usually one of the guys who stay late, and everyone was gone, and I was like, "Why is everyone gone?" I was like literally asking, like, did I not know that we were taking off early? And I just remember, oh yeah, daylight savings. Okay, got it.
Yeah, go home. All right. So before we get with the rest of the show, let's do some quick.
You want me to get that?
Sure.
All right. So let's give a shout out to our sponsors here. So we got Cover Price. You got unlimited cover price for 30 days for only 99 cents if you type in the code Nerdvana14. Go check out Cover Price. It's a good deal, and it's a good tool. Oh, look at him. What does he have? All right. We also got Bird City Comics. Go check out their website. You can get 10% off your purchase if you type in the code TNH10. You got a bunch of store exclusives, incentives, toys. So go check them out. And then go check out our buddy at DisplayGeek.com. You can get 10% off your first purchase if you type in the code Team Nerdherd. You can buy your protectors for all your Funko Pops, your action figures, your video games, storage, displays. So go check him out. And I think he still sells Funko Pops every once in a while. So yeah. And then, of course, we shout out to our resident DJ, Eddie, at Beats by Monster. So go check him out, give you all the cool tunes. And we'll give a shout out to Uncle Rudy. So whenever he's in the chat, tell him you said hi. And then let's give a shout out to our chat. Of course, GT Key Comic is here first. And then we've got Comic Book Rob. Rob, are you in both places now?
Another Rob. Hey, Rob.
We also got Sam, Wookie Fanatic. Happy Monday, sir. And then, of course, we've got Still Chilling. What's up, sir? If you guys didn't know, he was on an episode of Cover Lovers, so go check out that episode. Great person, great guy. Great. He has a great family, and he has a great collection of art. So, and then we got They Call Me Bruce. Howdy as well. And then we got Sticks Boy. What up? Cover Lovers Assemble. And then we got the one and only artist, resident artist that we have here. It's Tim Stacy. What up? And then, of course, yes, we cannot forget Trish is in the building. She says, hi, guys. Theo.
Pharaoh.
I know, it's coming out this month.
Yay!
I can't wait. I can't wait to finally read an issue that other people have already read.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about either. I didn't say you. All right, Big Rob.
Let's do this. All right, so let me I gotta change this around. There you go. Cover Lovers. Yeah, let's stop. Let's hide this. Yeah, that's right. All right.
You look
all right. So Cover Lovers for today, Monday. Incentives.
First cover.
Of week of 11th, released on March 13th. That's Wednesday. Let's
Thank you, Trish.
what we got. We got Carnage. I'm not sure what issue, but the 1 in 25 with Philip Tan. We got Symbiote in Spider-Man 2099, the 1 in 25. I'm not sure what particular issue from Ken Lashley. And What If Venom, the 1 in 25 from Kyle Holtz. Not sure what issue as well, but they're all coming out this week. Start with Jeff.
What's going on?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right.
Relax.
I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest. If I looked at these and I saw these in the store, I don't think I'd be interested. Maybe the Philip Tan is more to my liking, but again, it's just, I guess if I had to pick one, I think I'm gonna go with the Philip Tan. Lashley's okay, but it's just, man, all these Venom covers kind of honestly just look the same to me. There's rarely any one that I really, really like as much as I like Venom. So, yeah, it's unfortunate because there's just so many of them. But yeah, I would go with the Philip Tan.
All right, Mike.
I'm having trouble. I mean, they're all kind of busy for me.
Yeah.
I think that's why I pick the Tan one. It's the least
the
busiest.
Tan is the least busy. You're right. Yeah, but I think I like the art the best on the Hots or Hots,
Okay.
however you say it.
Mushrooms are cool.
It kind of reminds me a little Sam Keithy to me. I don't know.
Ooh,
Maybe
yes.
I'm
Little
stretching the
Pit.
tone a little bit. But I think maybe that's why I'm drawn to it. It's got that 90s nostalgia vibe to it a little bit, but it's so busy, and Venom blends too much with the background for me. So, or whatever that's supposed to be. Is that supposed to be X-23? Do we know?
I think it's Wolverine, but I'm not sure.
It's Wolverine as Venom.
Okay. So
He has the 3 claws. So
yeah. Yep. Right. You're right. Not the one, not the singles. That would do it. Good call on that.
She
So
says.
yeah, I guess the Kyle Hotz just because it gives me the Sam Keith vibe. But you're right. The Tan is definitely the least busy. So the Lashley's definitely out. That's my least favorite of the 3. But
yeah. All right. So
Dayo's trying to say hello to everybody.
Oh well, look who says hello to Dayo.
There we go. See,
Trish said hi.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. He's having a rough night.
It's okay.
Don't worry.
It's okay. We all have those days.
Yeah, man.
I guess I'll put in my 2 cents real quick. To be honest, these are all at best cover A's. They're not incentive worthy, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I
Agreed.
don't really like at all none of them. They're not trash or anything. It's just they're just generic. Absolute Carnage kind of ruined symbiotes for me.
Mhm.
There's so many covers before and after and during, and it just it really has to be really, really, really good for me to even consider it. So these to me are best generic cover A's, cover B's. I will probably say that I'll agree with Jeff. The Tan is probably the better. At least I like the coloring, and it's kind of a more the artist took a little more liberties with Carnage on this one. So the other ones are just meh. So this is why I feel just meh with all of them, really. But like, if I had to pick one, put a gun to my head, man. So let's move on. Wrong mouse. All right. All right. Transformers issue number 6.
Transformers, Dale.
We got the 1 in 10 by Orlando Orocena. We got the 1 in 25 by Eric Canete. And the 1 in 50 by Joe Quiones. Mike, start off.
Dale likes the Optimus Prime one the best. I think that the Aerosena is just a little too digital for me. It's too smooth and shiny. I like Transformers a little bit more beat up than that. So I think I like the Canetti the best with the Devastator. That's kind of cool. You don't see Devastator very often.
My thunder.
And it was my first Transformer was that set.
Oh, you lucky.
I could have had Voltron or Devastator, and I chose Devastator, which was probably a poor choice in retrospect. But it would have been the Matchbox Voltron too, by the way.
Well, but you also got to remember when you're a kid, 6 pieces, 6 figures, or 5 figures.
Right, exactly. And these transformed. The lions didn't really transform. They sort of did, but into the robot. But still, yeah. So anyway, I have a deep place in my heart for Devastator, and I think he's done really well here. So it's the Canetti for me.
Comic Book Rob agrees with you.
Yeah, what do you think?
Well,
I do.
I don't think the Keonis is it shouldn't be a ratio, an incentive. I feel like that's probably like an A cover or B cover as well.
Agreed. Yeah.
I mean, I only like it because it gives you the nostalgia of the cartoons.
That's the most accurate.
Yeah. But I actually think I'm gonna have to agree with Mike here because the Oracena is like he said, a little too digital, too shiny, too many flare bursts here on the, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just too much, and that happens a lot with a lot of digital covers. So I'm definitely gonna go with the Devastator as well. I mean, I love Devastator. Don't get me wrong, it feels proportionally a little off, but I mean, these are Transformers. It's all make believe anyway, so how will we know?
Am I crazy? Is that a new Skybound logo?
No.
No, I don't think.
I've never seen that before.
I think they made it different in the sense that they put a character underneath it, though.
Maybe
they've been doing it the whole time.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Wow. Jeez, I have all the issues. I never even noticed it.
All right. So
yes.
So the 1 in 10. Let me give you a little background on that one. That one's actually a connecting cover. I believe it's the tail end of the connecting covers. It's the final piece to create the whole art piece. So that's why it's like a zoom in close. It's like on a corner shot, star screen really zoomed in. So that's why it looks a little off, but it's the tail end piece of the connecting cover. And that's the only one I pre-ordered because I'm collecting all the connecting covers. So it's the 1 in 10. It's cheap buy. The 1 in 50 is cool, very animation-like, but it's pretty standard. Nothing worse than 1 in 50 price points people are going to be selling that book for. It probably won't even sell $50. It'll probably be under 50. I'm assuming probably the $30 to $40 range. The best one is the Devastator, just because it's a Devastator on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something we see all the time. And Devastator has one of the better character designs and cool color scheme. So, and it's very fishbowl camera on the Devastator, which throws it up a bit, which I don't like too much on that character. Yeah. But it's the better one. I almost pulled the trigger on that one too, but I didn't. I really want to always buy it in the future. But the Devastator is the best one from Canete. It's just don't overpay for that one if you really like it. I think you can get pretty good prices on that. So, but yeah, that one's the one for me.
Yeah, I think you're right, Stixboy. I think he had a sword.
All right, let's move on.
I thought he just had a big ass gun, but maybe I'm wrong.
You could have had both.
I know. Number 1, we got the 1 in 25 by Mateus Mahanini, and the 1 in 100 by the great and powerful Greg Capullo. There's also an open order cover for this particular piece of art. So, Jeff.
That's scary.
Ooh. I will probably go with the Manhanini. And the only reason why I would say that is the Capullo there's a trade dress. So I'm not paying 1 in 100 for this Virgin. It looks cool, but I actually kind of like the motorcycle more on the Manhanini. Just for me. And I don't know if it feels weird Ghost Rider riding the motorcycle like that on the Capullo. The legs kind of look odd. Like, yeah, it just looks weird. But I do like the Manhini just for the chains and the bike. So I like the fact that it's got that blue and all, like he's in space. So kind of dig it.
Good. Mike.
Sorry, froze for a second. I thought you were gonna go, Rob.
No,
Sorry about that. So I agree that the Manhanini is the better piece for an incentive. I think the Capullo just looks like a really, really good splash page, but certainly not worthy of the 1 in 100 moniker, especially since there's a trade dress version, which really doesn't obscure any of the art either. So I'm cool with that one. I do like the placement of the trade dress on the Manhanini top, the glowing chains. I think it's fully painted. If it's not, it's a really good job making it look like it is. I just think it's the better cover. I really don't think the Capullo is worth more than cover price, like $4 ish.
He's doing the Gangnam style.
25 either, to be fair, but
right.
Still.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be tres on this one. I like the Manhanini. Sounds like a panini. The 1 in 100 is legit a cover A because it is a cover A. It's an open order cover A, right? So it is a cover A. So why would I pay $100 or $90 or $80 for it? Unless it's some crazy first appearance is going to destroy the world. But who cares?
And yes, Ronnie, I am saying that my fiction should look real. Suspension of disbelief.
Yeah, at least make it somewhat believable.
The Manhanini is just better colors. I like the compositing of the image. Like the trade dress where it's placed. 1 in 25. I don't know, but it's definitely it's very reminiscent of a Marvel Masterpiece card. That could totally be something in your Marvel Masterpiece set.
Absolutely true.
I agree. Yeah. Maybe that's why I was attracted to it.
So that's why it is also very little, but it's there. Maria Wolf. It has that little taste to it. So this little splashiness, the splatter, the little dots everywhere, that to me reminisces of that. It's just kind of little extra details. It's not necessary, but they're there. But that's cool cover. I dig it. Let's move on to the 1 in 25 from Nick Bradshaw, The Fall of the House of X3.
Damn.
What? Go ahead, Mike.
Well, I loved it until I zoomed in on it.
That's why I was laughing.
Hell. I was like, oh, I like this cover, and I zoomed in. You probably saw me pinch my fingers out. I'm like, oh man, I don't really like it because I don't like the face. I don't like the Arthur Adams face on it, which is what it really is. I mean, it looks like just a small Arthur Adams face for me. But I mean, overall, I love the colors. Although that red logo really clashes. Why couldn't that be green or yellow or something? I don't know.
Art Adams head.
Yeah, it is. It's an Art Adams head. You know, I mean,
what up, Ninja?
Like. With better colors though. I love the colors on this one because it reminds me of what is it, X-Men 50?
Right.
That's the Polaris cover. That's is it Steranko? I think it's a great cover. So this reminds me of that, and it's almost there, but it's not. It's not doing it for me. It feels more like a store exclusive than an incentive to me.
All right, let me go next on this one, Jeff.
Yep.
I messed up. I should have added the Doctor Doom to this. Alonzo said, "No, we don't need to put the Doctor Doom because we already got Nick Bradshaw covering." I didn't look at it until now. I'm like, "Yeah, this is fucking trash. I don't like it." The Doctor Doom was a lot better for Nick Bradshaw. Yeah, that was the variant for the facsimile from I think Sticker Wars
3.
3 was it 3?
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Nick Bradshaw did the Doctor Doom cover. He's like just looks like he just,
or it could be 5. I can't remember.
He just fucked some shit up. He has thing. He's standing over the thing. I think that's a way better cover. So go buy that. But this is that. It's not trash, but At best, it's average. I'm like, it's average. Nothing crazy about it. It's generic comic book art. You seen one, you see them all. Is that vibe? You walk right by it. Don't even look at it twice. Don't even realize it's a 1 in 25 if you walk right by it. So, Fall House of X3. Anything going on exciting? People just don't care anymore, I guess. Or I don't know. People do buy it. People do read it, but it's just the art itself doesn't grab me. It's a okay art at best. And so you want Nick Bradshaw, that Doctor Doom facsimile, a lot better.
I think you give this artist too much credit. I don't know. I mean, we all know Bradshaw is, but I mean, I don't think this is normal, average stuff. I kind of have an issue with it, like Mike does. Trish kind of pointed out. I mean, Pigeon Toad. She looks like a Bratz Monster High.
Exactly.
Ball. Like it just feels so much like that. As soon as I saw that, that's why I started laughing. I was just like, no. It'd be cool if it was like a legit doll, I guess. Like an action figure, but no, I would pass on this.
You're like, no.
Yeah, and it looks like back in the days where you got those cheesy postcards. This looks like a postcard, like for Marvel. So yeah, this doesn't work for me. No, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Not 0 for 3 on this one.
Yeah, 0 for 3, definitely.
All right, let's move on. We got the 1 in 10 from Zawa and the Belly of the Beast #5. A lot of color for Ryan Gonzalez. Loves colors. It's her all the way. Jeff.
I love how Alonzo puts all these little details of what he thinks of these things with his little emojis.
This what?
I think he's got it right. She is vomiting rainbows.
Rainbow cool.
I guess the one bit of credit is she tried to put in a little. I don't know if this is her style with like the skeleton-ish and the mummy wrap and like, but I still don't like it. This is an absolute no, especially since there's a trade dress version of it. I wouldn't get the version for this one. I'm sure you'll get this. You'll find this if you find it for cover price, basically.
Because they might not even know it's an incentive.
No, I'm serious. They might not know. Yeah, you're right.
Let me go next on this one. Well, okay. This is the right cover for her to do stuff like this. Not Punisher, not Daredevil.
Oh no.
Not Ghost Rider. Not Batman. This cover makes this particular character, this particular book, it makes sense. It's Lucky Charms on fucking steroids, right? So I think the art, it's fine. I mean, it's her art, it's her pencils. It's very cutesy. It's what she loves to do. It's exactly what she wanted to do, and it's perfectly fine. It's not for everybody. This is not everybody's taste. For us, yeah, it's a lot of fucking color. I love color, but this is like, wow. Even for me.
Overly busy.
Yeah, it's really busy, but that's probably what was requested of her on this particular piece of art. So with her style, right? So it makes sense, and people will buy it. People do collect these. There's definitely a niche for this, and yeah. So yeah, definitely don't go beyond $10. That's for sure on it. That's my opinion. But Mike, what do you think?
You know, I absolutely despise this cover, right? I mean,
well, yeah, of course.
Based on all the previous shows, everyone knows already. First of all, I hate the split cover double costume thing. I despise that whole concept. Like, it drives me crazy. It makes my OCD quiver. Like I can't do it. I just can't. So that's a problem to start with, regardless of the rest of it. The noseless face thing, though, is gotta stop. It's like maybe the character is like that. I don't really know, but I see it too often on girly covers, and the detail is cool. I mean, obviously a lot of work went into this one, and I do like the color, but I'd prefer to have a cover of the emoji.
Honestly, that would have worked.
Like foil. Could you imagine just like the vomit being foil, the rainbow vomit being foil? And I would much rather have that. This is all kinds of awful to me, but I realize why people like stuff like this. It's definitely not for me.
Yeah, I don't think her target audience was like 40-plus-year-old males. So
it's definitely not.
Yeah. So yeah, take our opinions on this with a grain of salt. If you like it, buy it. If you don't like it, don't buy it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I got some of her covers. This is too much.
It's too much. Yeah, agreed.
Definitely for little kids, that's for sure.
Dale liked it.
Yeah, of course. It's not enough. More.
More rainbow.
All right. Thundercats number 2, 1 in 25 by the great and powerful Lucio Barrio. This is cheating. It's really an open order cover, but I know there's an incentive because Dynamite does incentives for every damn cover. So it's cheating in my opinion. But
Cheetara-ing, maybe?
Yeah. I'll start this one off. I'm definitely a Thundercats homer. Of course, I got the regular trade dress on this one. It's beautiful. It's perfect. It's Cheetara, more human-like, but well done. It makes sense. It's a bit of a portrait Sears catalog vibe to it, but it still works. This guy, even on his worst art, is brilliant. So the colors, the pencils, the badassness of Cheetara here. She looks like she could definitely kick some butt. She's jacked. Mike.
Yeah, I love it, obviously. But, not only do I love Perillo, especially when he's drawing women, but I think this is a perfect match for this book. I mean, you sell Thundercats if you put Cheetara on the cover, no matter how you draw her, probably, and you get somebody like Perillo to do it this realistically, this, as Trish would say it, this magically, and it's like it's a home run every day. I will say this though, I prefer it with the trade dress. Since I grew up with the Thundercats logo, I want the logo. I think it actually adds to the book. Not that you don't know who it is, but certainly helps for those that aren't sure who it is.
There's a foil.
Yeah, well, I won't want the foil either. I probably would just want the regular one, to be honest. I think that's actually perfect, just like that. But it is a beautiful piece of art, and I could see if you really love Thundercats wanting the Virgin, so you could just have it unobscured. But it's gorgeous. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it at all. I love the way the yellow pops too. He doesn't do yellow stuff very often because he's always doing Vampirella that's red and Red Sonia that's red. So there's always a lot of reds. So it's nice to see yellow/orange going on here. And I think that's actually a good color palette for him. So this is a knockout. I love it.
Knockout from Mike. Jeff.
Okay. Art is great. But it does throw me off that it feels like someone's cosplaying as Cheetara because the face is so human.
Yeah.
And yeah, even the hair. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the art whatsoever. I dig even the splashes in the background. It kind of looks like she's like something just blew up behind her and there's like falling debris. Like that looks dope. Obviously his art in his painting is top notch. Kind of agree with Mike here where I kind of would prefer the trade dress, but honestly, his art's so good that a Virgin you can't argue with getting the Virgin either. So it's good. It's definitely better than some of the other stuff I've seen earlier in this show. So it gets a pass for me. Like I said, it just throws me off a little because it looks like someone's cosplaying as Cheetara.
You know who she looks like? And I think he might have lifted his face. That looks like Sydney Sweeney, the It Girl right now, the actress.
You think so?
Yeah, her face. I think look up Sydney Sweeney. I think she looks like her.
Stick says it's Liv Morgan.
I think more Sydney Sweeney than Liv Morgan. I know he's talking about. So
yeah, she just murdered her enemy.
yeah, there's blood splatter all over the wall, right? So he just broke somebody's head.
There's a pretty cool regular cover for this too. I think there's a Mum Rock cover that's pretty nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Might be Jay Lee. I'm not sure.
But I don't remember her having Asics as shoes. So this is me. All right, we got the Napalm Lullaby number 1 to 1 in 20 by Jeff DeCal. Mike.
Yeah. So I get the angle that he's aiming for, but the effect of it on the cover doesn't work like he wants it to. I don't think. I get that it's like a straight on shot, legs up, where you can't really see the rest of the torso, but something feels off about it. I'm not sure exactly what it is. So to me, I like DeCal. I'm a little over the hype on him, to be honest with you, because I think that he's going back to the same well a little too often. But I think he's actually got that he does that are like this show. But it's okay, and I like the idea. I don't think it's executed proportionally the way he wanted to have it look. It just looks off to me. So to me, this is a pass.
Pass from Mike. Jeff.
Yeah. I agree with Mike about it looks odd. Like I get what he was going for, but I think it looks odd because one, she's supposed to be laying down on something, her back. There's nothing underneath her. Second, I think the angles, like the straight lines of the background, kind of throws off her. Like the way you're looking at her. This is not a DeCal I like. I have a bunch of DeCal covers, especially like the Star Wars ones and stuff like that. And I think there's a Storm, a Black Panther cover, like all of those I really dug. So I'm surprised that this is nowhere near as good as I thought, he can do. So yeah, pass for me. How about you, Big Rob? Oh, well, you're muted, sir.
I know. I was trying to get myself on mute. All right. So I'm gonna look at just look at the art myself. I don't know nothing about this character. I can't relate to it. Nothing about it attracts me. That's not my cup of tea. But the art itself, I think, is cool because I understand what he's going for. So it's basically almost like she's laying on a train. She's laying on a train.
Broke her neck.
And the line work is like she's going high speed. There's I appreciate the artistry of the graphics in front of the character, how they kind of blur and broken into pieces. I like how the feet are actually almost pushing off the trade dress because it's at a slanted angle. So it's almost like the feet are pushing off that trade dress, which is a cool touch and not done by. I've never seen anybody do that, or not at least not in a long time. So I appreciate all the whole every little detail he added, but somehow it's just something for me. It's just missing. But the art itself, I think, is good. It's DeCal. He's a great artist, and this is not one of his better covers. But regardless, it's still a good cover. It's better than a lot of other people.
Well, what he's missing is the ground.
It's impressive. To me, I don't need the ground because it's just an impression. It's the idea of the thought. I understand what he's trying to say here, but I have the character. It's not my cup of tea probably because I just not attracted to that character. But the work he did into this cover, I do like because it's not easy what he did, and it made it look easy. So I appreciate that.
She thinks the feet on the trade dress thing might be by accident, which is probably right.
I don't think it's by accident because he slanted the trade dress and he stretched it.
Well, you don't know if he did that. Maybe that's just the trade dress period.
I don't know.
It is number one, so we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the book, right? So I'm not paying attention to the book. But regardless, I think that is a cool.
And I don't think the head is an issue. Like I'm not seeing broken head because I'm picturing her laying like this on the sofa and her head's falling off the front of it. So like that's how I see it. But again, it's
well, two nays and one yay on this one. So let's move on. All right. To Dark Ride number 11, the 1 in 25 homage of Aladdin cover from 20 Fleece. Is it all 20 Fleece on this one, or is he pairing up with somebody else who finishes this cover? Usually he does.
I don't know.
So, well, I'll start. It's Aladdin. That's the poster from Aladdin. It's everybody. This image is almost like tattooed in your brain if you grew up in you were alive in the 90s and aware of what's going on.
He actually drew this one. That's what Trish says.
Oh, you actually drew this one? Well, it looks good. It's a great homage. The great way of replacing the characters with the characters of the book. It's perfectly done. It's exactly what the poster is. I love it. And my shop has been telling me no for the last 4 issues now. So I'm shit out of luck.
It's gonna be rare to find.
But Jeff, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely gonna be rare to find. Number 11, Dark Ride, a Skybound book. It's I don't know any besides the big guys are ordering probably more than 10 of these. I dig the homage. I dig the fact that it also looks like the actual the VHS outside cover. I dig that he lightened the edge on the left side to make it look like it's rounded. That's really cool. Like just these small details. And I mean, I've actually liked almost probably the majority, like 75% of all the Dark Ride Disney homages. So this works for me too. It's not I wouldn't say it's at the top of my list of all the Disney homages, but I would say it's this middle ground to, a little higher. But yeah, I like it, dig it.
Mike.
I agree 100%. I mean, it's dead on. It's obvious what it is. All the replacements are perfect. The colors are perfect. Again, like you said, the shine on the side is really cool. Like I almost want like the cellophane wrapped variant.
Ripping apart. It's almost like ripping
a foil cellophane wrapped one. But
like a cellophane slip.
Yeah, with like a hype sticker on it or something. I don't know.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, I agree with Jeff. I mean, my top 3 are still the Snow White, the Cinderella, and the whatever the Disneyland one was. The one.
Yes, the one with the Walt Disney looking.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. And then after that would be Trish's Little Mermaid. Probably would be my next favorite, and then there's a couple of other decent ones. This sort of falls in that middle ground, like you said. Better than the Mulan, better than the DuckTales, better than a couple of the others, but still not as good as those top 4 or 5. So it's good. I mean, if I could find it for like 20-ish, 15-ish, I would buy it, but I'm sure I won't.
No, I don't think so. It's Disney, dude. That'll be my only nitpick. I think the cover is a little too clean. I would want some wear and tear on this cover to make it even more authentic, because these VHS tapes are beat to hell. Even if they were brand new at the rental store, there's still already some wear on it because just people are just grabbing it. So,
is it me or am I the only one that doesn't want those white corners sharp? Like
ditto.
Is that bothering anybody but me? Like there should be like a little black rounded corner on there. So I don't know. It's driving me nuts.
Yeah, I don't know what he could have really have done there. So yeah, I mean, but yeah,
bothering me so much. I can't stop looking at that for whatever reason.
Because it looks like someone took a photo of the cassette and then put it on a piece of paper.
Yeah, it does kind of look like that. I bet you Tony like debated that in his head. I have a feeling that I'm not the only one that felt that way.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him. Yep. See, even Trish pointed it all out.
You could die cut just the cover, though, couldn't you? And make the cover rounded on the corners, even if the rest of the book wasn't.
Oh, that would have been a cool idea.
That's a lot more money, probably. Is that?
Yeah, it's an extra couple of cuts.
It's an incentive, though.
That's true.
Do something fun.
All right, let's move on.
I don't know. I'm crazy.
Firefly, the Fall Guys number 6, the 1 in 30. Good luck on finding this one, Mike. Vincenzo Riccardi. Well, you're the Firefly guy, Mike. Tell me.
I really like it. Damn it. I really like the style. That's really unique to me. I don't know what it is exactly that is so unique. It almost kind of has like a Mondo, but which is completely unique to me. Man, that's cool.
Vincenzo.
The planets in the background are super badass. The color palette's incredible. He nails both of the character likenesses. The horse looks anatomically correct, although I'm not sure I've really examined a horse that closely, but it sure does look cool to me. Man, this will be ghostly of all ghosts, just like the last one was. I got that last one. I don't know that I'll get this one too, but
these shrooms are strong.
Yeah, right. It does kind of have a shroomy, trippy look to it, but not so bright that it's obnoxious, right? So it's not neon. It's nice and muted, kind of like the show would be, kind of dirty and sort of deserty, and I don't know, that whole Western vibe that it has. It still comes across, even though there are bright colors on it. So this is a brilliant cover. I really like this a lot. If you're a Firefly person, I assume you want this like I do. But
yeah, this is going to be almost impossible to find. Jeff?
Any online right now?
Yeah, I doubt we'll find any. And if there are any, there might be sold out already. Yeah, this is actually, I dig it. I'm also a Firefly fan. And I dig this art. It looks like a poster, kind of like you said, a commando slash. Oh God, it's very like 80s, I think. The color palette, and it's dig that they have almost everything in it. You've got two of the main characters, or two main characters. You've got the actual ship, the moons, like it's really good. And yeah, the animals look great. There's nothing I can say bad about it. It'd be a difficult thing for me to ever find this, like in any store.
Yeah, I agree with all you guys said. I agree. It's just, to me, the most attractive part about it is it's a fucking ghost of ghosts. All these incentives for this book are ghosts. So if you find them in the wild, any of the Firefly incentives, I highly recommend you grab.
Oh, Vincenzo did some Stray Dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
Do they look this good? I assume they do.
Yes, very stylistic. I like his style.
0 listed.
Like I said, that's eBay.
That's eBay. Does Midtown have
it? They did on. I think it's already wish listed.
Is it?
See, which means they probably didn't order a lot either.
That at best they have two. At best, if not one.
Yeah, I dig it when artists can get the shadowing of a character or with color other than black and do it right. So I dig it.
All right, flippers. If you find it, you know what to do. Next up is Black Widow and Hawkeye number 1, the 1 in 100. There's also a regular cover for this from the Great and Mysterious Art Germ. Jeff.
I don't know if it's my eyes. Does it look a little blurry to you?
Yeah, it's the
it's just the style, right?
It's the effect he added onto it to make it more wear and tear, more vintage looking. Like a pulp.
It almost feels like it's kind of like a movement, shaky, but I actually, this one's not for me. I love Artgerm too. There's nothing really, really wrong with it, but I mean, her arms look like they're two different arms. It's the proportions a little off on those arms. I don't know.
It's Lois Lane, no, that's Black Widow.
I guess it would look like Lois Lane in a costume. Yeah, and I don't know if I necessarily like the background either. So yeah, I think it's because I hold Artgerm to a higher standard. So this is not one of my favorite Artgerms for sure. Yeah, this is middle of the road for him.
Yeah, I can see that. Mike?
See, I'm going to disagree for the first time in a long time. I really like this cover. Artgerm has started to look a little bit too samey and digital to me over the last few covers. And this one feels a lot more painted, even though I know it's not, but it feels like it is. It feels more pulpy. I like the effect over the top, the lighting on things like the legs where they cross.
Thank you, Jake.
And that sort of stuff. Is I don't know. The background, you're right. I think the background's a little lazy, or it's a little bit too washed out. So that I have a little bit of a problem with, but I really do like this. I almost wish other parts of it looked a little bit more pulp-ish, like the trade dress and the background and stuff like that. But it's a different pose for him. It's actually the on side he usually shows people's left sides rather than the right sides. So that's kind of cool to me. I don't know. I really like this one. No, it's not top tier Artgerm for me, but this is better than, say, his last 10 or 12 covers for me.
So this is, I think it might be worth getting the Virgin because the trade dress is atrocious.
Agreed.
And they're going to add that 60-year anniversary plus the barcode and the Marvel logo on there. It's going to just destroy this cover, all the bullshit they add on the cover. So I think he might have listened to us because he has been super digital the last 10 covers. And we're to the point where I'm completely over it. So this is the opposite of, well, at least not the opposite, but it looks like the opposite of where he's been, right? I agree that the wash is kind of overdone a bit. It could have been a little more lighter on that wash in the background, but he was going for that newspaper feel, that pulp feel, that old comic book art feel. So I understand what he was going for. Maybe he overdid it a little bit, but it's cool. And I don't think I've ever seen, it's been a long since I've seen the Black Widow in this particular costume. So there's not too many covers of this version of Black Widow out there.
That's true. That's true.
So
this is sort of like almost Silver though.
Yeah.
The Silver Age first appearance kind of Black Widow look. Yeah.
So I think this is a winner in my opinion, and I think this one might have movement in the aftermarket throughout this week, and we might see it in the top 10.
But you get the A cover, not the 1 in 100.
Well,
I mean, because that's a lot to pay for this art. For me,
I agree with Rob though. That trade dress is pretty awful.
You're absolutely right. I agree with that too. But is that trade dress worth the $100?
Argent fans are pretty loyal and fanatic. They'll buy these, and I don't think you'll pay $100. You might get it for, well, like I said, it might blow up, so you don't know. But if you get it for $75, $80 mark, you never know. But it's an issue 1 of the Black Widow Hawkeye. We don't know what the hell that means, but it's all about the art on this one. So this might do something. Don't hold me to it, but it might. I have a feeling it might do something.
It's Veronica all grown up, and she's dressed as Black Widow. I mean, doesn't her arm, like her right arm, looks like a man's arm, and then the left one, that's fine.
I disagree, but she's a superhero. She got to punch somebody in the face hard. She's gonna have jack arms, bro. Bro.
I don't even want to say anything.
Well, maybe she plays the violin, right? So let's see. We got the Mark. I'm so glad. These are all awesome. The color ones. But I'm so glad and then I did not jump into this black hole of the Mark Brooks headshot covers because there's a ton of these mother humpers. And this week there is a bunch, and they're all the color ones are all awesome. But we're talking about the 1 in 50s on this particular show, the incentives, and they're very simple.
I'm crying at how boring.
I don't know. They're very simple. They're very cool in a way. Very early development art that you could tell they just like, can we just have some of your early art and we'll put it in the cover? That's pretty much what happened. What do you think, Mike?
So here's an interesting thing. It feels like you went and got a con sketch from Mark Brooks, which I kind of like. Yes, they're a little boring, but if this were a real art in your hand, you would be like jumping off the ceiling, like crazy, right? So there's that. So if that's sort of a thing you dig, and I do, I love going to meet artists and having them sketch me stuff, and even if it's not their best piece, you know, like my Frank Cho is a Conan head sketch. You know, like it's not a chick, it's not a ballpoint beauty or anything like that, but it's still a Cho, and it's awesome. And I was there when he drew it, and it's for me. And so this kind of gives that vibe of you brought a blank to the con. So for that, yeah, but at 1 in 50.
Oh, did you read that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't unsee that.
I know.
You couldn't have put like a little glare on the gum or something.
Off.
Oh, that's awful. Oh,
the glory hole comic covers.
My favorite's probably the Wolverine, but you know, again, it has an interesting feel to it. If you're a con sketch getter, then this is cool. But certainly not 1 in 50. I think I could see these as 1 in 10s. That would be kind of badass. But.
Yeah, 1 in 50 is rough.
Yeah, that's rough.
I could see 1 in 25. I don't. That's the highest.
Yeah, certainly not 1 in 50. That's a reach.
Jeff?
Yeah. So these are the majority of these are the reasons why I like sketch covers, why I like black and white sketch covers. You see the details of the lines, you see the details of the shading. You know, you get to see, you kind of get into the head of the artist. You see where they're coming from before they add any color. So I do agree that there is something wrong with the Jubilee. They should not put the bubble gum in there.
What do you mean on the black and white or on the color?
On the black and white.
What's part of the sketch? Yeah, you can't
I know, but it just, I mean, he should have known that looks wrong.
There's just a bunch of dirty old men.
No, I'm not talking about like that way. I'm just talking like her nose and her mouth are missing. You know what I'm saying? Like
and the black and white doesn't come off, and the color it doesn't. You can see the nose in the color.
No facial expression. Like he could have drawn like a little reflection on the bubble gum. You know, like anything that could have made it look like it's bubble gum, I guess.
Which the color has it. The color has all that.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I dig all of the sketches, but not for 1 in 50. So yeah, I'd have to pass on the 1 in 50s. I might be willing to get the Thor or the Wolverine because they probably look the best to me. Hawkeye's okay.
I think the Hawkeye looks the best in the sketch. I think on the color, the Jubilee is going to be the big winner in the color.
Well, of course, they're bubblegum covers.
Bubblegum cover, the neon pink. It looks brilliant with the Mark Brooks reflectiveness.
Trish.
Oh, the O face. Oh. Yeah, so.
Remark called.
It's also his avatar on Terry's. He's quick to get put it on. All right. Let's move on. That's it for incentives.
Yay.
Well, not enthusiastic there, Jeff. Let's move on to the for exclusives. This is Archie Hot Rod Racing from Stadium Comics. This is from Laura Braga. Limited to 50 copies.
It must be a metal then, right?
Yeah, it has to be metal. Alonso, is it metal? God damn it.
Is it metal for $20 though?
Can't be, can it?
I would expect a metal to be $50 minimum.
I would expect
somebody look it up and find out what the hell's going on here.
But, yeah, because there's no way something limited to 50 is only $20. No way.
No way. Yeah, this would be
whether it's metal or not.
Well, yeah, why would they have wasted their time getting this?
All right, well, Mike, you're the Archie homer here. Go ahead.
This doesn't feel like an Archie book. I mean, it doesn't. That doesn't say Archie to me at all. That says like C-level publisher trying to do a sexy cover for some book we've never heard of. It just doesn't feel Archie. So this is a hard pass. I don't care if there's 5 copies of it. Doesn't really give a shit what its limitation is. It's just not. It doesn't do anything for me. Archie needs to look like Archie stuff, and this doesn't.
250/50. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, dude, she literally drew herself. It's her face.
You're right, actually. Yeah, with longer hair.
Yeah, it's like she put her signature Laura Braga there. Because that's her. It's not. Was it Veronica? I guess it's supposed to be. It's well done. It's not. It's exactly what it is.
That makes sense.
Boring.
What is it trying to do, right? What's the purpose? What's the goal here? What is the goal for this cover to do? What is the emotion they're trying to gravitate from me?
There's no trade dress. How are you supposed to know what the hell this is?
Why are there no cars on these racing covers? That's 2 now in a row.
Right?
Well, yeah, obviously. I don't know. Obviously, Stadium Comics asked for this. This is what they wanted because I'm pretty sure that's what Laura was told to do. But it's well done. The colors are great, but it's boring and it's nothing going on. And so it's definitely a pass, but I'm pretty sure the Archie
sold out.
Yeah, because this is super limited. This got to be a couple hundred people that wanted this cover, so they got it. It's theirs, and it's probably going to resell for a lot of money. So not for me.
Special.
So Jeff.
Yeah, it does not give me Archie vibes. Art itself, I don't think there's anything really wrong with art. I hate the background. And I think someone asked, is this supposed to be a negative space? Which, I mean, if it was, they did an awful job of that.
Yeah, it's 2 different reds.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with the art. It's too simple. It's too plain. It's too generic. It's also just looking on the cover. I would never guess that this is an Archie book whatsoever. So yeah, this is a pass. I mean, you've got to tell me something about the book on that cover. Something little. Give me a hint. But yeah, pass.
All right, pass. Let's move on to Pharaoh #1 from Trinity Comics by Zoe Latchet. This picture is ridiculous. Lonzo puts about her all the time. Limited to 450, cost of $20. I was this close from buying it. I don't know. Is it still there? I don't know. I kind of want to buy it, kind of don't. So it's obviously the Something's Killing the Children homage. It's exactly what it is. They copied it perfectly and put a cat instead of a girl. So
is this sold out?
I don't know. I haven't checked in a while. When I looked, it was still there, but okay. It's very limited. It's 450. So let me know if it's still on there. But what do you think, Jeff?
I mean, I think this is actually pretty decent homage. Like, obviously, Something's Killing Children, more recent book, not as homage as other covers, and I like the fact that I can tell exactly what it is right away. Trinity, I mean, Trinity Comics always had, I think, like half of their store exclusives, if not more than half of their store exclusives, they're pretty popular. They're pretty catchy. People like them. I like the limitation, but I'm questioning how many store exclusive ferals there are. So I'd have to like, if there's a lot, I have to like look at all of them and then pick and choose which ones I want because I'm not getting all of them. And as much as I like the homage, I don't know if this is the feral book that I would get. So I'm gonna have to do a more research. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't know if this is the ones. Like, if I have to like pick 5 out of like 35 different covers, I'm gonna have to do some research.
Mike.
You muted, sir.
So I had a discussion with Trish about this one a little bit, and my initial comments about it stand.
25, okay.
I don't mind it for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's done well for what it's trying to get across. I mean, there's all the creators' names across the top, same way that they are on Something Is Killing the Children. Feral in that same font. The trees in the background work. The cat works. All that works. It's good. But A, I'm over homages. B, I'm over this getting homaged. It's not. Are we calling this a classic book already? Like, I know that it's popular, but man, it's a reach to be homaging a book that's this recent. I don't know. So, and also I've seen cover. So for me, this is not the one. But I could see if you're a Something Is Killing fan, this might do it for you. This might be your entry point into feral, and so in that way, I get it from a marketing standpoint. I think it's a good decision on Trinity's side, but for me, this is a pass just because I'm so sick of this shit.
I think this has probably been the biggest book in the last 5 years. Something's Killing the Children. So I think it is a book that gets homage now.
I guess so. It gets homage plenty, so obviously I'm wrong, but still.
Mike.
It's what's the name of that? I forgot. But yeah, that's well done. I appreciate the little step. What do you call the little stands for the cats? I appreciate that in the art.
So this makes more sense to me what Trish wrote here. It was a running joke for them while they were doing Stray Dogs, so they kept calling it Something Is Killing the Owners.
That's what it should say on the cover then. That would be badass and hysterical, and I would probably want it.
Something is killing curiosity.
Oh. Ooh, okay.
All right. And voila. That's it. That was a light week. It was a light week. There's more out there, but it was not worth it. So what do you got, Mike?
Cover Fire will be back this week. I am so sorry for the absence of it last week, but it will be back. I got a couple of comments of people kind of angry about it not being there, so it will be back. It's been a rough couple of weeks for me. I'm sorry about that, but Cover Tunes is on hiatus for a little while. I got obviously some drama going on in the background. Sorry about that, everybody.
Don't worry.
But Cover Tunes has 230 issues you can go back and check out over there on CBSI. That's comicbookinvest.com, where you get all sorts of free content. And tomorrow, Cover Fire will drop late morning, early afternoon, depending on your time zone. Tuesday, for those that are watching the rewind.
All right, and
go check it out.
Let's remove that. Boom. Any final thought? Oh, let's want to finish off the banners there, Jeff?
Sure. We'll give a shout out to our sponsors again. Don't forget to get 30 days of unlimited cover price for only 99 cents by typing in the code NERDVANA14. You get a lot of it's a great tool to keep track of your comic books, your collection, see the trends going on, see that, it's a good time to buy back issues, good time to buy, key issues that are older, because prices are down compared to last few years. So go check it out. if you don't trust me, go check out Cover Price for all the recent sales. And then you go over to Bird City Comics. Of course, we just saw some store exclusives. And of course, Bird City Comics is going to have store exclusives. They're definitely going to have a store exclusive for Feral. So if you want to get those exclusives from them, those incentive covers, some toys, you get 10% off your purchase by typing in TNH10. And then, of course, our buddy at DisplayGeek.com, you can get 10% off your first purchase by typing in the code Team Nerd Herd. Get all your collectible, protectors and, display, and maybe even some toys and action figures and Funko Pops. All right, sir.
What's our disclaimer there, Mike?
I'm on mute. Okay. No artists were harmed in the making of this podcast, and that's actually true this evening.
Yeah, not too bad this evening.
We went real light 2 weeks in a row. I'm kind of surprised.
I know. We gotta check it next week. We'll get some crap in there so we can bash it.
Yeah, we're positive guys. We're not your ordinary 40-year-olds. Negative.
Look at that. Pro tip, everybody. Trish says there's going to be an It #1 homage, and then there's going to be It #2 for Feral 2 as well. So if you're an It fan, you're going to have to get both of those.
I got key issues. Oh, we're going to end on a dad joke? Really?
I guess so. If you want to do it right, be a comic cover whore for life.
See you guys. Have a good one.